their worst fear is unity, and that anybody would have an active soul connected to God and unite.
Exactly. I had a pastor way back who I didn't know which direction to go, into law when I was in grad school, go to law, or into film, or into Air Force intelligence. Can you believe it? They a lot of time tap artists in the CIA and things like that. And the pastor said to me, well, pick what you think you will have the most influence in. I thought, well, that would be film. So I did.
It is amazing. Film and, the structure of telling a story, there's nothing more powerful.
Again, Game of Thrones, they did that in-house basically at HBO, even hired J.R. Martin, or whatever his name is. He was an in-house employee, so they put it in there. Their best work comes from mocking other artists, and so they bring in-house employees in to do it, not to step on toes, but just to say the facts. And in it, they talk about that the greatest thing in the end, the greatest thing that makes a great ruler or binds a kingdom together is a good story. Mm-hmm. So you see again where that influence factor ties into the arts, and that's why we caught hell for so long, and now the skies are clearing.
Why do you think they're clearing? Because Trump got elected?
Partly so, yes, absolutely. Our dear president has done a bang-up job, absolutely, and brought a lot of hope. A lot of people try to misguide him and take him different directions. He's catching on fast, though. He's catching on to certain individuals that were going to mislead him, and he's growing and learning as he goes, which as a screenwriter, to me, makes a better character.
It does make a better character.
Yeah, if you're a fish out of water, you catch and grow as you go. You're a more dynamic character.
Well, isn't that kind of the story of Neo?
It is. I was writing
in The Matrix?
Yeah, I was modeling after myself. It's funny they call him Thomas A, because I modeled Neo after myself. As a young writer, I'm trying to flesh the character out. I've got to know how he's going to react, so I'm going to model after myself how I'm going to react.
Yeah.
And bring up the situations and try to be honest with those reactions.
Can I interject for 1 second? For those of you who aren't going to watch the first episode, because there's a lot of lazy people out of there, you wrote a script called The Immortals.
I'll hold it up.
And
so this is...
I want to fill people in. I'll do it in like Cliff Notes versions. Okay. And it was stolen by the Wachowski brothers and turned into The Matrix, is what you're claiming, yes?
Yep. Yes, and you have to say alleged. I know.
I do.
Allegedly.
But even though we know what's going on...
They were allegedly women who allegedly stole your shit.
That allegedly just happened to get it from Joel Silver, who allegedly just got it from Bonaventura.
Highly recommend the first episode. The red pill, the blue pill, it's all in there. It's all in this original script you wrote in 93?
93.
93.
And we started in 89.
He sued, and that's an ongoing legal stuff you'll get into later.
That's a funny thing, too. Just cap that real quick, is they brought me their own attorneys to have me sue. I had no intention to sue. I didn't know what was going on. They brought me their own attorneys, in-house defense attorneys, to make sure they handled the whole show at the statute of limitations. So I had no intention of suing. And we actually won.
Could your health issues be caused by an invisible enemy? Fatigue, bloating, brain fog? What if parasites are the real culprit? I was digging into parasite cleanses when I came across this video from this trusted doctor.
What are the main differences between ivermectin and fenbendazole? These are two anti-pathogens used to treat parasitic infections and other similar types of conditions. They are used quite often in the oncology world to treat cancer. They both have as anti-pathogenic abilities.
Did you know that 50% of Americans have parasites? They're everywhere in our food, water, and our pets. They secretly invade your body, wreaking havoc on your gut, energy levels, and even your brain. And the mainstream medical system, they don't want you thinking about this because one great cleanse can change your life. The Wellness Company has a solution for your ivermectin plus mebendazole, plus FDA approved to treat parasites, now combined in a parasite cleanse combo that wipes out many of these invaders. Just fill out a brief medical intake to get your 3-month supply. Lots of parasite cleanses are all over social media, but not the gold standard level. Maha is officially here, and the Wellness Company is making these hard-to-get medications digitally accessible so you can live your best life. Head to twc.health/RB and use the code RB to save $60 off plus free shipping. Don't wait. Cleanse your body and take back control today.
And they blocked us from claiming the win. So it's much deeper, but I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
But this is the only in existence copyrighted screenplay of the Matrix story. And they actually, Warner Bros. Copyrighted the Immortals title, not Matrix. Look it up. they assigned to Keanu Reeves.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, thank you. Tom Hanks was given a copyright entry of 3 pages long, not a screenplay, just saying that he is commissioned and ordered by Warner Brothers and HBO, who did Game of Thrones, to steal this work. So, yeah.
It's all your work.
Yeah.
I mean, I see so many things on TV that are stolen directly from me, like they show Hacks. That's my fucking life story.
100%.
They have no shame of stealing my life, everything about it. They have no fucking shame of theft. They don't have any shame of anything.
It's like they bleed the bear, like in Chinese medicine. What they do is they take the bear and get the bile and stuff to create the medicine. They bleed us. They keep us down. Disney had the audacity to tell me through one of their attorneys, I recorded it, where they said that you're a star player on the bench, which means you're not going to get work. But you're a star player on the bench until you behave yourself, basically.
Yes, exactly.
So that's what it is. If we stand up for our audiences and for humanity to create work as a gift and offer to them, right? Then we're the ones that have to go down. The ones that are celebrated, the ones that cash in, don't care about audiences, like Spielberg, and you get away with it, and you make yourself a fortune while you mock them in your work. So there's a difference.
Spielberg, to me, is one of the most evil people who've ever lived.
Oh, yeah. I can think of one other, but yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
What about Elon Musk? He's a fucking retard too, isn't he? He's a fucking evil retard. I mean, I was wondering what the fuck was going on. I was hoping that Trump was going to expose him because a mutual ex-friend of ours said that he was raised in the satanic ritual occult that she was raised in.
Remember we talked about that last time I was up? We didn't put it on the air, but we talked about it.
Wait, who's this friend? We can't say.
No, she's not our friend anymore.
I call him Neon.
She's a Jew hater, they all are now.
She's burned me too. But I call him Neon Husk because there's nothing in the middle. There's nothing there.
So you're saying Elon's not a good guy?
Yeah, I was sorry. I didn't mean to. That wasn't a mockery sound. That was like
he stole all his shit.
I'm producing.
Elon Musk stole all his shit
all
too.
Of it. And that's what I want to get into too. Is how it's not just the story. When you do your work right, like you do, you also come up with revolutionary new tech, like Gene Roddenberry and others. They come up with revolutionary new tech and ideas, and that's how a lot of times the engineers and the scientific community will go off the art. Art leads the way often.
No, it's the other way. I found this out because, you know, the Marvel comics, those people that draw the graphics for Marvel comics, they're in the CIA, and they only draw what weapons have already been 3D'd or developed. So cool. They're allowed by the CIA to show that in Marvel Comics.
See, layer that in.
It all comes through the CIA, doesn't it?
Perfect. Yes, it does. And which is so wild because you just segued right into something so important. If you come up with tech they didn't think about, that can influence and check the world, then you have another layer where they're going to be very, very interested in that particular individual and try to recruit them first, or her, and then destroy them if they don't acquiesce. And it's like, that's exactly what happened. Then they end up saying that we're crazy, stupid, that we mumble, that we
mentally
can't put sentences together. They use that card to justify taking
religious
the work.
Fanatics.
Yeah, take the work, justify.
Isn't that what you do to me every day?
Well, yeah, but in this case, it's true.
Oh, you see, my patience is growing thin.